So, it's nice that
It's
nurses have options.
yeah. I mean, a friend of mine from years ago reached back out. I know their family, but she reached back out and said, "Hey, I just graduated nursing school, and they knew I had something to do, and they didn't know what I did, but they knew I was involved in something medical, and they asked me what I was involved with and if I had any." Suggestions or anything for where she might work. And I was like, I don't have any suggestions for where you work. As a nurse, you have the privilege of going into any direction you want, which is really nice. Um, and they knew about the mobile program stuff that I'm doing with you guys, and I just said, you know what, I mean, you're welcome to do that, but I'll tell you what, maybe give that hospital down the road where you live, give them a shot so that you can appreciate being a mobile nurse, and you know what it's like to be in that hospital for a 12-hour shift or overnight. And then and I've had other nurses tell me that when you are in a mobile scenario, that you're the only person, right? There's no one else to back you up. There's no one else to support you. If you aren't sure what you're doing, make a mistake or something happens, so you do need some good experience, right?
Right.
I've had a few nurses say, even if you're doing just simple IV infusion stuff, you got your own IV infusion business, and there's lots of companies around that do that. But if you don't have a lot of experience with it, and you're out in someone's home by yourself, doing an IV infusion for vitamins or something like that, yeah, you never know what's going to happen.
Right.
And if you don't have experience, and the hospital can give you that experience. So maybe everybody does need to cycle through the pain for a while before they can get to something like this. So let me ask you this. I know you're doing so. For everybody watching, Kim is working with a pain treatment program. It's a mobile pain program that does non-pharmaceutical pain treatment for patients with chronic pain. And so, but that's not the purpose of the show here. And so we'll talk about other stuff. Other stuff meaning there are lots of different things you can do in the world of mobile nursing, right? One of the things that I know Kim has done, I don't know all of your history, but I know that you have done also just general like self-pay IVs, like people that would do like, hey, I want a vitamin infusion or hangover IV, or something
Right.
like that. So I mean, tell everybody what that's like. Is that worth doing? Do you recommend it? Is it difficult, or is it just easy money, or what's the scenario there?
Well, I think when I started, I was working under someone. She lived she's a nurse practitioner, Andrea, but she lives in Phoenix. So I live in Tucson. And I would, you kind of got to market yourself. So, I haven't had like the best, plus I'm so busy sometimes that I don't have time to do it. But, I'm not a fan. I do social media, but, I'm older and it's like not my favorite way to do things. But yeah, so here and there I'll do some, which is nice. And again, just meeting more people. And then there's been times when just doing the IV therapy for them, they'll be like, well, what else do you do? And so I can kind of tell them, well, I treat chronic pain and I come to people's homes, and they were like, so I actually can sometimes get patients from that as well, which is nice. But yeah, I mean, I think if I was in a company down here in Tucson, I'd probably get, more of that type of stuff. But I also still have my own business as well. And I do like hair tissue mineral analysis to see, if there's any heavy metals, stuff like that. And I also have made that kind of mobile because some people don't know how to cut their hair right for the sample. And then,
So
I
that's
also do some.
basically that's a diagnostic test then.
Yeah,
And
I do
so,
also functional lab testing as
okay.
well. So all the tests the doctors won't do for you that will actually give you like a root cause of where everything's coming from. So
And you do
it's
that